What's up, everyone? Art Morrison III here.
Cait here.
And welcome back to another episode of The Daily Dollar. This is episode 10. We're moving along so quick. Last episode, we talked about wholesaling, how we got our first wholesale deal and made our first 15 grand. But I wanted to, I didn't like how that episode was rushed. I wanted to give a bonus episode, insert a bonus sound. Like we can have bonus, whatever. Eric will figure it out in production. But anyway, a bonus episode about our second wholesale deal. Ironically, do you remember how we got our second wholesale deal?
Instagram.
Yeah, I took a picture of me, a bunch of pictures actually.
I took a picture of you.
Yeah, you took a picture, yeah, right. In front of the house, a picture of me holding the Art Buys Houses signs, and we posted on Instagram, and I was announcing my real estate business because I made $15,000 in a wholesale deal, so guess what? I'm an investor, which is literally exactly how you need to approach this whole investing thing. Your posture says everything, but we'll get to that later. We posted on Instagram, and somebody reached out and said, hey, my friend from high school, their parents just passed away, they're trying to sell their house. And that's how we actually got our second wholesale deal. We ended up wholesaling it to a company that we know that buys and flip houses, and we made $15,000 again. But I wanted to give this bonus because I wanted to give some more material on how a beginner who just wholesaled their first deal, maybe their second one, how can they make this like a thing, right? Because ours, like the second one was probably skill because we marketed. The first one was just luck and like God. I was on a walk and the sun shined on this house and he's like, oh, like for sale by owner. And I just knew that that meant opportunity. But what are some other ways that we could like actually not scale yet, but just if I wanted to close a wholesale deal a month, like how can we find those deals?
Like ways of marketing, you're asking?
Yeah.
Bandit Signs.
Bandit Signs. So the funny story about she took a picture of me holding the Bandit Signs and that got us a deal. But those Bandit Signs we put up all over town and we were rookies, so we didn't know that you had to get permits to hang those signs. And well, some towns need a permit. This town just doesn't even allow them at all. And I ended up accruing $179 worth of fines for hanging those signs. And guess how they found me and found out who hung the signs? How? That same Instagram post. They found me on Facebook. The cops literally like looked up the phone number and the name, found me, looked me up on Facebook to make sure it was me, and there I was holding the actual sign that I had tickets for. So I got the tickets, but Bandit Signs work though. Yeah,
but and the return on investment was still strong.
Right, I would pay.
What's $170 some to?
Yeah, to a $15,000 profit. Give me that all day. Yeah. It was worth it, even though we could have saved the $179, just posted the picture, but whatever. Another way is driving for dollars. So like I went for a walk and it was like luck, but you can intentionally drive your town's grid to find dilapidated properties, properties that are beat up, write the addresses down, and then figure out how to get in contact with them later. Yeah. Social media, I mean, obviously that's one way because it worked, but that's a way you can be intentional, right? That was 1 or 2 Instagram posts that got us that deal, but imagine if you posted 3 or 4 times a week telling everyone, all your friends and family or followers that you're looking for beat up properties that you want to buy to grow your wholesale business. I kind of just gave the other one away, but what's the obvious one? These people are on Facebook and Instagram.
Friends and family.
Friends and family.
Just general networking.
Yeah, like honestly, we probably should do this. I'm gonna make a note. Text your whole list, everyone you've ever met in your life, text your whole phone book. Hey, I'm now a real estate investor and I'm looking for properties to buy. Any deals, or any properties that you know of, the person is trying to sell, send them my way. And you'd be surprised how many aunties who got a neighbor or the secretary at their job is trying to sell their house, or somebody's family member passed away, or these people are going through a divorce they need to sell. You'd be surprised at how many wholesale leads you get from a simple call to action via text. Yeah. Right, that's a major way. There's a bunch of like more streamlined ways. We have some softwares we use now. We send out letters, which is huge, right? Like we talked about driving for dollars earlier and reaching out to those people. One way you can reach out is by sending a letter or postcard to that address. Make a big list of addresses in your town, send them a handwritten letter. It goes a long way. You can also door knock. I did like a ghetto door knocking because I seen the guy putting the sign, but if If I would have just noticed that the house has been abandoned for a while, the grass is getting high, just go and knock on the door. Sometimes people actually live in those houses and they fall on hard times and need to sell to someone like you.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about wholesaling, so you don't actually plan on selling it, but you will get it under contract and then find a buyer on their behalf because they don't know where to look for a buyer. You want to focus on finding a solution for these people. And when you find them a solution, guess what? You get to find $15,000 in your bank account. But along with finding the property, if you're wholesaling, which means you're gonna sell it, what else you gotta find?
A buyer.
Yeah, what's a good way to find a buyer? Other than all the ways we just said.
I was just gonna say all the same ways.
Yeah, my favorite way though is Facebook groups and Craigslist.
Yeah, Facebook groups are great, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many Facebook groups that are for real estate investors in a specific area. Like if you're watching this, I challenge you right now, open Facebook, go in the search tab and type in real estate investor in your city.
Yeah.
Or real estate investor in your county. And several groups are gonna come up and these groups have like 30, 40, 50,000 people in them sometimes. Hey man, you wanna learn about wholesaling? Right, 40, 50,000 people sometimes in these groups. Don't rip my mic out. All looking for deals. So if you can drop a deal that you have in those groups, I can almost guarantee you're gonna sell it. And then Craigslist is the obvious one, listed on Craigslist, in the paper. Those are like easy ways that you can turn around and sell the property and you make the difference as an investor. So I wanted to give that bonus about wholesaling. I wanted to give a little more detail than I did in the last episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. That is episode, was it 10?
10, I think.
Episode 10 of The Daily Dollar.
Yeah.
Visit unitedhomerelief.com to learn more about what we do as a business. You can partner with us on the deals that we do. You can learn from us in our mastermind group of over 300 people. So many different ways that we are trying to provide value to the real estate investor community and just humanity. We're trying to better humanity with our company. What was Steve Jobs' tagline? Enrich lives. Yeah, enriching lives. Yeah. Anyway, Art Morrison III here.
Cait McCready here.
Follow me at Art Morrison III.
At Hi Cait McCready.
You can follow the company at United Home Relief. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And we'll catch you on episode 11. Peace.